Well, Misery Business is about a girl. Well, it's first of all, it's a true story, and it's about a girl back home in Tennessee who, we all knew, and she came into our circle of friends and kind of pinpointed one guy and just totally manipulated him and used sex to kind of control him. And we were all really young at the time, so I think watching one of our friends go through this and be like overpowered by a little girl, it was just ridiculous, and it really it hurt me because I really love this guy, and watching him change just sucked. And I guess after holding it in for like 3 years, I finally got, filled up with enough bitterness and anger that I was like, I can't hold it in anymore. It's going to tear me apart. So we wrote Misery Business, and it's been really therapeutic. And I hope that it's helping people who are going through similar situations, It's definitely a more direct and it's a bolder song than anything we've ever, released before. And we were certainly nervous about it. I mean, it's me pretty much just lashing out and just totally tearing apart this girl in front of everyone. It's a vengeful song, and I was a little bit ashamed about it at first. I was even ashamed to show the guys the lyrics because you don't want people to think you're like that. You kind of, I don't know. I had to just give up trying to seem like I had everything together, and we told our fans that prior to the album's release. We were like, look, this album might have some truths on it and some things that might disappoint you if you look up to us, because we're human and we go through all of it. Oh my gosh, I really like the opening line of Misery Business. Wow, now I'm gonna go blank, but it says, I'm in the business of misery. Let's take it from the top. She's got a body like an hourglass, is ticking like a clock. I don't know where that came from and how. Like it was one of those things that happened really fast, but it feels poetic, and I like the imagery that it kind of provokes. I don't know. I think it's cool. I'm not one to be like, oh man, I'm really good at writing lyrics. I don't think that, but I'm proud of that line. When I wrote the song, or the lyrics to the song, I was really angry, and most people like, right off the bat wouldn't. I don't think would look at us and be like, oh, that's a Christian band, because we're not really a Christian band. We're a bunch of kids that believe in Jesus in a band, and we just don't promote that a lot. So our hardcore fans kind of heard this song at first, and I think some of them were taken back by it because they did know that, they know about our faith, and I think I confused them because it's just known as part of like the Christian religion that you don't take God's name in vain. It's just it's a commandment. So I started to feel it got kind of heavy on my heart after a while, and I was like, I don't really feel like I'm gonna get struck down or anything, but I do feel like I might be steering people to think, something wrong. And I don't know, we talked about it as a band, and it wasn't anything that we were like, oh my gosh, this is insane, we gotta fix this now. But it was just something that we felt like we should address because, we love our fans, and we want to make sure that they know us, and we can connect with them at all times. I feel like we can tell them just about anything. I mean, obviously they don't know everything about us, but that was an important thing that we needed to get out. I'm glad we did it. I mean, I think when I was writing the lyrics, I thought about it for a split second, but I was like I said, I was very angry, and nothing seemed to like get that point across. I wanted people to understand, dude, I got hate in my heart right now, and I don't know, we talked about changing it a couple times, but I don't know, I never did. I don't know.
Can't put anything there. It won't sound as good.
Yeah.
Well, that song was a funny one. No, I mean, Haley came to me and was like, I have these lyrics and I already have a melody and I think it's awesome and I just need to put music to it. And she already had like a drum beat for the chorus in her head too, so it's sort of weird. She had like the whole song mapped out. And she showed me. I was like, sweet. And then I tried to write some music to it, and well, I did write music to it, and then just it was a fun song. I mean, it's cool to see that, because we usually write songs like where I come up with the music first, and this was like the other way around.
Yeah.
So it's cool, and we never, like, it was funny because a lot of people, like our producer and our A&R from Atlantic was like, oh no, this song sucks, you know.
Yeah.
They were into it at first, but then as we recorded it, they were like, I don't even know, like, they were talking about B-sides and what songs shouldn't be on the album, and they were like, well, right now my B-sides are, you know, Stop the Song, a couple other ones, and Crush, Crush, Crush. I was like, all right, and now they wanted to be our second single.
Yeah,
We're like, told you guys.
I told them all along, I was like, dude, this song is gonna rock. Like, it's gonna be sick. I can hear it. It's gonna be awesome. You just gotta trust me. And like, once I figured out how to explain the things that I was hearing in my head to Josh, and we got on the same page, like, something just clicked. And when we got in the studio, I think it just worked so well together, or we worked so well together on it. And then I don't know, people were really hard on that song, but we knew it was special, and I'm really happy that it's getting a chance. You know, we fought for it, so. I think Crush 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 is a song that it could be really versatile. So, I mean, I think so, because I think it's got an edge to it and like a rock sensibility, but it's also kind of a pop song at the same time, and the melodies are super pop, I feel like, and dude, it could go either way.
I like to see Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, dude, that'd be so sick. Someone completely different than us.
Like halftime with like a, you know, that whole Timberland beat sort of thing. That'd be cool.
It'd be sick. Like Josh said, like the whole, it would definitely be, I think it would be a little slower than our version. Just, I mean, you know, like listening to songs like Cry Me a River, stuff that Timberland and Justin Timberlake worked together on, it's just got such a vibe to it. It would be awesome. I'd love to hear that.